Hi, my name is Krista Anderson. I am the Army Emergency Relief Military Spouse Ambassador and the 2018 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year.
Hi, and I'm Holly Dailey, and I have been a military spouse volunteer for 25 years and excited to be here too.
And I am Sergeant Major Retired Bill Hagzan, and I work in Army Emergency Relief.
So today is episode 2 of Just Ask, and we're focusing on Army families. And we took some questions from Army spouses from around the world, and we wanted to put some myths to bed. And I don't know about you, but my husband's pretty proud and doesn't generally like to ask for help. And so I wanted to give you a little information to encourage him or her to have the opportunity to lessen the burden, financial burden on your families.
And with being a military spouse and also moving around like many of you can relate to, and being at many different installations, I can tell you after 25 years, I've seen firsthand the benefit of what AER can offer. So with that, let's get started with question number 1. Krista?
Okay, so the first question comes from a military spouse. Will applying for Army Emergency Relief Assistance cause my soldier to lose their security clearance?
Krista, that's an excellent question, and there's absolutely no truth to that. AER assistance does not impact your security clearance. The other part of that, the follow-on, is it doesn't affect a promotion, it doesn't affect an assignment. Those are old myths, they've been around forever. That's from many years ago, and just it's one of those things that soldiers just keep telling each other, but there's absolutely no truth to it.
Because I think that would definitely be cause for concern. And
yeah, if you came to me and said, hey, this is going to impact your security clearance, I'm going to hesitate.
Right.
But there's no truth to that. Army Emergency Relief isn't reported to a credit agency. It's an interest-free assistance. I mean, there's no better deal than that.
I always say that you can't even get a 0% loan from your parents. So
Not my parents.
You should definitely come to AER.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, question number 2 from a military spouse. We had a question come in. Can a spouse apply for assistance? What do I do if my soldier is deployed or in training and cannot be contacted?
That is an excellent question. The first thing to do is be prepared ahead of time. So you can either use a special power of attorney, you can use an allotment authorization. Those are 2 documents we have. If you plan ahead prior to the deployment, prior to going to school, then you're good to go. If not, we have ways to work that through. You can go see the Army Emergency Relief Officer, just ask, and they can help you process those forms. Another way to do it is through concurrence through your spouse's AKO account or their .mil email account. They can send that concurrence to the Army Emergency Relief Officer. So there's lots of ways to do it. If they're unable to be contacted, the Army Emergency Relief Officer has lots of resources to be able to contact that individual through the chain of command, whether it's the school cadre or deployment or the rear detachment. There's plenty of ways to get in touch with the soldier to get that concurrence.
Fantastic.
And Bill, can I ask, so if I do go in and I do apply without my spouse, what other documents do I need to take with me? Is there anything else besides the power of attorney, special power of attorney?
Yeah, you would, of course, have your ID card with you, and then you would have documents to validate whatever you're asking for help with. So, for example, if it's a POV repair, which is quite common when soldiers are deployed, is you would have an estimate for the repair and then the registration, insurance card, whatnot. But again, the AER officer can walk the individual through that. You just give them a call and you just ask the question, and they'll explain all the documents that you need for your request.
And then what happens next? Is there a length of time, or they just contact me, or I wait there? Or
Normally it's done while you're waiting in the office. You schedule an appointment.
Okay, great.
And then the other thing I was going to say is both those forms, the allotment authorization, special power of attorney, are available on our website.
Awesome. Okay, and one more question. Who is eligible for a scholarship? Would you cover a project management certification?
Eligibility for scholarship is dependent spouses or dependent children. We will help with a certification as long as that's the first education level and they don't already have a bachelor's degree. You can find the eligibility information on our rack card. It's right on the back, or you can contact your local AER office or call us here at the headquarters. Check out our webpage, Just Ask.
So, Bill, can I ask you a question?
You can.
Okay. Is there a time frame when an open period when they can apply for scholarships?
So for spouses, they can apply all year long because spouses don't go to school traditionally like they used to with PCSing and children in and out of school and all that. And dependent children, it's actually in springtime. The application season opens on the 1st of January and goes through April every year.
Okay, great.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us for episode 2 of Just Ask. And if you have any questions, you can go on any social media platform and use the hashtag AER Just Ask and ask your question there, and someone will get back to you. So thank you so much, Mrs. Dailey, for joining us. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
I appreciate being here, and we would like to hear from you. So please get those questions in.
And just
Absolutely.
ask.
And thank you, Bill,
Absolutely.
for all your knowledge and wisdom, words of wisdom
Thank
and
you.
expertise.
It's been a pleasure.